G'day. So I just finished watching an interesting documentary on Muhammad, and it spoke about him being an orphan, which exposed him to the wickedness of man and the world as a whole. He was then fortunate enough to be raised by relatives and was able to marry a woman with whom he actually had real feelings for. Then, at the age of 40, he began receiving revelations, which continued throughout his life until he died at the age of 61 or 62. My take of this documentary is that Muhammad, because of his upbringing, probably knew a bit more about the world than most people did at that time, and through speech, language, and the art of working a crowd, while also later on in life claiming that his words were direct from God himself, tried to unite and bring the peoples of Arabia together, regardless of their tribes or whichever god they worshipped. Saying that though, I don't believe his words were revelations from a higher power. Just remember that when he turned 40, he was at a low point in his life. He didn't know what to do with himself. Dare I say, he was having a midlife crisis. So he would retreat up a mountain into a cave and would meditate for extended periods of time. And there he received his first of many revelations. I bet if anyone was in a similar position, they would be having hallucinations and hearing so-called voices speaking to them. But adding to that, some scholars, non-Muslim and Muslim, do agree that Muhammad actually may have had a neurological issue in his brain that contributed to his actions of seeing and hearing things that weren't there, even having seizures. And I think this happened numerous times for the remainder of his life, which made him able to feel and articulate verbally a unique way of making sense of the world. And thanks to research, these words and actions can even be witnessed in people today, suffering neurological issues. Of course, back then, the people had no idea about how the brain functioned. Stay tuned for part 2 when I'll talk about the Quran. Cheers.